What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Vancouver Canucks Franchise series here. It's been over 50 years, and we're taking over the role as a GM, trying to get Vancouver to the first time in their history to a Stanley Cup championship. They've been to it 3 times. They've lost every single time in heartbreak, 1 sweep and 2 Game 7s. See if we can do some magic here this year. First game versus Edmonton Oilers, 0-0 through 1. 0-0 through 2. Demko holding strong. Can he continue it? 1-0 for Connor Garland. And the Canucks, but Zach Hyman ties it up 5 minutes later. 2-1 for the Oilers now. Make that 3-1. Finding Demko's weak spot. All in tight in the circle. And the Oilers win the first game of the year 4-1. 4 goals in the third. Demko kind of fell apart with the Canucks. But we have the Philadelphia Flyers we're moving on to next. Connor Garland leading the team in goals so far. First period in the city of brotherly love. 1-0. LA's Pettersson on Carter Hart. Make that 3-0. Bod Golson and Connor Garland once again finding the scoring touch. Can Thatcher Demko shut the door down the rest of the way? Power play for the Flyers. They can't do anything with it. My goodness. That's a way to answer back after a 4-1 loss. 3-0 shutout. Thatcher Demko. You are our hero. He's going to be the MVP of this franchise. Just know it. Detroit Red Wings now next up. Get in the offense. Do something here. First period. 1-1 through 1. Myers gets one on Nedeljkovic. Lucas Raymond on Halak. Shots 14-7 for the Red Wings. Second period. Made that 2-2. Philip Zadina and Connor Garland. Vasily Podkolzin. Brock Besser. We have a third period of our own. Getting some goals here. Power play. Can't do anything with it. But Podkolzin. Another goal. Starting to find the net as a rookie. Love to see it. 6-2. My goodness. Let's go. 6-2 victory versus Detroit. Offense team alive. Halak, his first game as a Canuck. Not too shabby. Besser gets his first of the year. Connor Garland 3 points. Spot goals in 2. And Horvat with 3 assists. There we go. That's what you want to see. Buffalo Sabres now next up. Garland 6 points in 3 games. Attaboy. First period versus the Sabres. The 2 expansion teams in 1970. Both haven't won a cup yet. So we're down 3-1 going into the third versus the Sabres. Can we mount a comeback? 3-2, Podkolzin. Jason Dickinson steps up. He's one of the question marks with Pearson. Who can we get for him? If what, anything. But we do force overtime here with the comeback. Can we do anything in extra time? In the going to shootout, and we win it in the shootout. Demko, 34 saves. Sabres are all 3 stars. It's a little biased, I think, don't you? Chicago. Now the next up. Yeah, so we have some trouble with the controller there. Started acting up for some reason. little blooper reel for you people. Alright, versus a long-time rival. It's kind of gone dormant since the Zedines have no longer been there. 1-1 through 1. Patrick Kane and Jonathan Taves are now getting older as well, so less hated, less fierce, less competition between these teams since, let's say, 2013. It's kind of gone downhill. Let's see if we can turn things around here, trying them out to come back. Another late one, possibly. But falls short 4-3 in regulation. Besser at the second, Hughes with his first, Pearson gets one, but not enough. Falls short. As we have the Seattle Kraken now, the first matchup for these two teams, the closest rival for the Canucks, closest team they've ever had to play in their history. As Wenberg gets one on Demko, shots 23-19. Canucks still down 1-0 into the third. Can we do anything with it? Matty Beniers on Demko. We can't do anything past the Kraken goaltender. As Larson gets empty netter and the Kraken shut out the Canucks, their first time meeting in franchise history. Grubauer 37 save shutout. Can't get anything past them. Back to 500. We go Minnesota Wild now next up, looking for revenge after we knocked them out in the playoff bubble in 4 games. So Wild come out flying here in the first. She's shooting us 12-5. Second period, 5-3. Wild starting to score. Really starting to score. Demko getting lit up by Minnesota here. And can we make it a closer game? We cannot. 6-3 loss versus the Wild. Demko gets lit up by the Wild. So we have Sheldon Dry's injury in the AHL. It's okay, we'll fix that. Yeah, Philadelphia Flyers now looking for revenge after we shut them out. First meeting of the year. First period, 3-1 Flyers. McEwen, Demko's former AHL roommate. Second period, and Demko's no longer in the game. He got chased. The Flyers win 9-1. They run us out of our own building. That's embarrassing. What is going on? We have to make some changes. Demko has had a rough stretch here. Halak hasn't been doing much better. But our defense, man, oh man, our defense. If we can find an actual top 2 defensemen for Quinn Hughes, that would just be wonderful. So we have the Oilers now next up. So we're up 2-1, Besser and Pettersson on Smith. Second period, the goal apiece. Myers and Draisaitl. Edmonton's barely has any shots on net here. Their third shot of the period gets one in, ties it up. We're out shooting them by double. Mike Smith is having himself a game. Demko is still having his rough streak. And we're going to go to extra time versus the Oilers. Out shooting them by 23. Right, that 24, we losing a shootout, 4-3. It's a rough stretch for Demko here at the end of the month. Hopefully he can shake that. We will need him too. So we're 3-5-1 now, going into November. Carson Falk injured. Another AHL injury we'll deal with. JT Miller leading the team with 9 points. 9 points in 9 games. Connor Garland with 8. Horvat with 8. Podkolzin with 6, Pettersson 6, Hughes 6, Besser 5, Larson 4, Hardlander with 3, Myers, Dickinson. Would like some more depth scoring out of her bottom six, but that ref stretch has put some stats in Demko's numbers that are ungodly. Was the Kraken, our first in the division, with San Jose, LA, and Edmonton, all in a playoff chase, as Anna and Calgary, Vegas, and Vancouver near the bottom. So we head into November, hoping to change that here. First period versus the New York Rangers. One of the teams we've lost to win the Stanley Cup. Horvat and Pettersson on Shesterkin. Second period, Jacob Trouba from the point cuts the lead in half for the Canucks. Third period, we go. Zibanejad jams one in, ties it up at 2. Power play for New York. And going extra time again. And Barclay, Goudreau, and Demko, two of the best young goaltenders going at it. Bad one. Pettersson with his fourth. But not enough. Can't get past Shesterkin. Another AHL injury. My goodness. What is going on? Nashville Predators now next up. Smashville coming in. Tie it up 1-1 through 1. Puck Olsen on Reddit. Granlund on Demko. Second period, Predators up 2-1. Trenin on Demko. Power play for Vancouver. Can't get anything done. Puck Olsen ties it up his second of the game. Then Nashville's youngster, Tanner Janot, jams one in on Demko. But Quinn Hughes from the slots in the circle ties it up at 3. We go in extra time again. We have a late hero. More extra time. Alright. I love extra time in this series, people. And we went in a shootout 2-1, 4-3 victory. Puck Olsen. Pods. Starting to heat up. Having himself a strong start to his rookie season. One game below 500 now is the Dallas Stars next up. Connor Garland back within the team lead of points. First period versus the Stars. We're up 4-1. Myers, Podkolzin, Hardlander, and Miller get one on their former backup, Braden Opie. And Miller, Garland, and Shen come through in the clutch goal scoring category there. It's got a wild one here versus the Stars. Can we get a couple more? Come on, some bottom six scoring. And with the minutes left, Radulov on Demko makes it a throwback scoring 7-4 victory. Don't see many of those games anymore, but they can happen. Luke Shen gets his first on the year. The struggling Ducks coming to town now. First period for Anaheim, 0-0 through 1. Second period, Podkolzin and Pettersson on Stolarz. Demko versus Gibson. Doesn't look like it's going to happen here today. JT Miller on Stolarz. Empty netter, and Horvat seals the deal. 4-1 victory versus the Ducks. Pettersson with his 5th. Podkolzin with his 9th. Sutter, another injury in the AHL. I'll fix that. Now we're over 500. It's been a while, people. Since a month since we're over 500. First period versus the Avalanche, 1-1 through 1. Hoglander and Abu Jabal, the guy who broke the cup celebration last year. And then Rantanen and Matar give him a 2-goal lead. And Nazem Kadri gets him another one. 3-goal lead. This Avalanche come away with a 4-1 victory versus the Canucks. Back to 500 we go. Alright, next up, Vegas Golden Knights. Vancouver Canucks. I don't think they've ever won in Vegas. Can we do it here? Down 1-0 early. Zach Whitecloud on Halak. Second period, tied 2-2. Chiasson and Pedersen. Can we count something in the third here? Let's go. Let's get her done. Someone. Power play. Pedersen, Besser. No. Come on, Halak. Shut it down. Shut it down. Power play. Just can't do anything. So we go to overtime. And going to another shootout. And we are going to lose in a shootout to Vegas. And as we have the 3-10 Mighty Ducks, as I still like to call them, as this should still be called, back-to-back games. First period in Orange County, 1-1, Dickinson and Troy Terry. Halak getting back-to-back starts. Interesting. Podkolzin and Pedersen. Cahoon coming in on Demko. Looks like Halak may be hurt. Playing too many back-to-back games. Luke Shen gets another one on Gibson. Down in the clutch power play, kill it off. Nicely done. Alright. We escape with a 4-3 regulation victory versus the Ducks. Getting to John Gibson there. Dickinson with his second. Pedersen with his 7th. Podkolzin with his 10th. Shen with his 2nd. Both goals coming against the Anaheim Ducks. Yeah, there you go. Halak is injured. Swollen knee. So we're going to be calling up Mikey DiPietro. Seeing what he can do. See if we can up his trade value here. As we do have Spencer Martin, DiPietro will probably be a trade piece moving forward for something. Hopefully we can up his trade value here. I don't know what happened to Artur Silovs, but this is supposed to be a real life roster, whoever made this. I'm calling you out because that is some BS, if I do say so myself. It seems like the Canucks rosters aren't really done properly. Whoever makes these. 7-6-3, first period. Up 2-0 versus the Avalanche. Horvat and Podkolzin. Still 2-0. Pedersen on Kempner now. Let's go. Let's get one or two more. Deep pressure on him. Let's go. Oh, McKinnon on Demko. Oh, Johnson on Demko. Come on. I wanted 2 more goals, not for them. Make something happen. Oh, and Lehkonen ties it up. 3-3 going in overtime. Another extra time game here. And overtime. Nothing happening, so we're going to a shootout once again. In a shootout versus the Avalanche, Samuel Girard. The only goal. Losing the shootout. Now 7-6-4 on the year. So we have the Winnipeg Jets now. Sheldon Rimple. Just a little injured. Quick fix there. First period versus the Jets. 1-1. Besser and Wheeler with the goals. Second period. They'd come alive and light up Demko in the second. And that will be a big comeback to come back from. As Connor Hellebuyck is a wall in net. Kyle Connor on DiPietro. JT Miller in the slot. Wires one past. Head of the boot. And the Jets win 6-2. Cream in Vancouver and Rogers Arena. It's a 3-12, 1 Blackhawks now. Halak looks like he's almost ready to come back. Not quite. So, you know what? We're going to send down Brad Hunt. We'll send him down for now. Giuseppe, almost ready to come back. For 2 points out of a playoff spot right now. So Pacific Division is weaker, so JT Miller and Taylor Radish are the goals in the first. DeBrincat and Taves on DiPietro. It's Besser on Delia trying to make something happen there. But Juju Jara gets one on DiPietro, jamming one in. Says no. That stands their lead once again, and Captain Series gets his second from the blue line. But bought goals and makes it a close game. Still chance for a comeback. But can't get anything done. 5-3 loss. Next up, Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's see what we have to do here. As Halak is now back, so we're going to send down DiPietro. It wasn't a great tryout to be a backup, and his trade value probably did not go up. So Halak will be in for now. DiPietro can share your ice time with Spencer Martin. Okay. Pittsburgh Penguins next up. 8-9-1 Pittsburgh. First period, down 2-1. Heinen and Malkin on Demko. Garland made that 4-1 now. 5-1. Oh, the Penguins are just demolishing the Vancouver Canucks blue line and Demko here today. Not great. Connor Garland gets a second of the game. Can't him out to come back off of that. Please say so. Getting too little, too late. And we fall 5-2 to the Penguins, putting us down to 7-9-4 now as we face the 5-12 Blue Jackets. Trying to make something happen. 1-0 early, made that 1-1. Garland and Robinson with the goals. Second period, 3-2. Rosalick and Voracek. Get one in. 4-2. Cole Sillinger on Demko. Blue Jackets all over the Canucks in Ohio. And power play. Come on. Demko is getting peppered with shots, but we lose 4-2. 7-10-4 now. We're starting to hit the wall. I guess you could call it. That's the Bruins now up 3-0. Oh, 3-2. Pedersen and Shannon trying to make a comeback out of it, but it's not happening there. Okay, Montreal Canadiens. Can we snap this losing streak? 1-1. Besser and Dvorak. Second period, make that 3-1 Canadiens. Byron gets 2. Make that a hat trick for Paul Byron. Of all people. Vancouver's just majorly outplayed. Can't get past the Canadiens defense, and they are just having all their puck time in our end as Demko's getting lit up again. This time he gets a goal from center ice. He's definitely got the yips. Brock Besser is the second of the day. The Canadiens win 6-2. Besser from Miller and Betterson. And Betterson and Hughes get the assist on the second goal there. Alright, into December we go 7-12-4 versus 13-1 Senators. Garland leading the team with points. Demko's stats still not great. Lax are looking better. Let's see if Demko can shake his yips. Horvat 19 points, Dickinson 5, Dallin 3, Miller 19, Pearson was 7, Hodlander was 6. 7-12-4. Who do we call up? Kyle Burrows, we'll give him a shot. Spencer Martin, yeah, well, you'll get to see him soon, don't you worry. And I'm going to bring up Brad Richardson. I'm going to send down Dowling. Do that 1-for-1 switch. And there we have it. New fourth line center. Jared Lucas Savages, the Squamish hometown hero. And the hero for Denver University who got the hat trick in the Frozen 4 title. Someone to look out for, people. Maybe a late bloomer. Could come into the NHL in his 30s. Or even less than that. He's got some speed. As we're up 2-1 versus the Senators here going into the third. Come on. Let's end this losing skid. Power play. Make something happen. Oh, and Adam Gaudette gets some revenge on the Canucks. Brock Besser. He comes in the clutch and answers back. Almost the same spot. 3-2 victory. The losing streak is over. My goodness. Horvat, Garland, and Besser with the goals. We got some revenge versus Pittsburgh coming up as they shell sacked us. Besser's fully injured. Now he's fully healed. He's still scoring while he's hurt. Can he score more while he's healthy? Is the question. Let's get it. Come on, Besser. Brandon Sutter, another injury. Man, oh man, this guy. 8-12-4 versus 9-10-4. Come on, we're sitting 7th in the Pacific now. Starting to drop down a little bit. First period, up 2-0 now. Dickinson and Quinn Hughes. All over Pittsburgh in the first. Second period, make that 3-3. So you need get 3 goals on 8 shots in the second period. Ouch. Power play. Come on, we're all over them. But John Marino on Demko. Can't make anything of it right there. As the Pittsburgh Penguins sweep us this year, winning both games. They only win by 1 that time, but man, oh man. He did. Demko in that one. 8-13-4 now. LA Kings next up. We made a change. We're not getting goals. Dr. Pullman. Get some games out. Kyle Burrows. Travis Dermott. Give you a shot with Quinn Hughes. And we'll do that for now. Alright, let's see if that makes a difference. First, the LA Kings. Here we go. First period. Up 2-0. Kyle Burrows. First game. Gets his first goal with the Canucks. 4-1. Travis Dermott and Tyler Myers. Okay. Wow. Defensive change helped. With 3 goals coming from the blue line after that defensive line change. Pod goals and on quick. Gives us a 3-goal lead once again. And can we get one more? Maybe two? Nothing happening there. Pearson, Burrows, Myers, Dermott, and Podkolzin with his 13th. Oh, this once we have Kuzmenko and Podkolzin together. Ooh, man. And if we can get Mikheyev with 3 Russians. Alright. Boston Bruins having themselves a hot start to the year. First period, GT Mueller on Omar up 1-0. 1-1 now through 2. Power play for the Bruins. Can't make anything happen there. And Taylor Hall on Demko right in front of the net. Can we mount something? Come on. Come on, Pedersen. And Pasternak on Demko. And Smith. Look at that. 3 goals. Almost in a line in front of the net. Defense just getting bullied by the Bruins. Yeah, I know, Demko. I know. Need you some better defense. Alright, first period versus Winnipeg. 1-0 early. Second period. Down 2-0. Okay, power play. Make something happen out of it. Perhaps. Can't get anything done there. Niels Hoglander on Eric Comrie. JT Miller. Ooh, comeback time. Let's go. We're all over him. Eric Comrie's shutting us down, though. And Hoglander with 10 seconds left. That's how you want to do it. In style. Attaboy. Coming in the clutch, Niels Hoglander. Alright, Hurricanes next up. Jake McCabe. No, I don't want him. Carolina Hurricanes now. Next up on this homestand. First period. We're up 4-0 early. Garland, Besser, Podkolzin. Nicely done. Second period. Make that 6-1 going into the third. Come on. Nick Patan gets one on Antti Ranta. Can we get a couple more? We've been on the receiving end too many times the other way this year. It'd be nice to do it to the Hurricanes. Let's go. And it looks like it will just be 7-1. But that's a nice victory. Either way, we'll take it. Podkolzin, Garland, and Horvat, the 3 stars. Noah Juleson might get some playing time this year as well. A local kid from Abbotsford. 1-1 through 1. Besser and Sillinger. Alright, second period. 2-2. Orwinski and Richardson. And the Canucks turn things around in December. Power play. Can't do anything with it. Come on, someone have that it factor. That we know you got it. We know you want it. Power play. Can't do anything with power plays when we have a chance to win. Shootout. We win in the shootout. Quinn Hughes does his thing. Huge. All right. Big 2 points there. Alright. 2-1 after 1, Behover and Hoglander. Bordelou on Demko. 3-2 now. Balsers on Demko, but Garland. And Kyle Burrows short-handed on Reimer. Gets one past him. Podkolzin on Reimer. Oh, Barabanov on Demko. Power play. Can't make anything happen. Alright, 5-3 victory. We hold on. Love to see it. Okay. Offense starting to come through. Now we just need some defense to step up. Okay, next up, Red Hot Toronto Maple Leafs. They're starting to turn things around as well. On home ice, let's go. One game below 500. Can we get back to 500? 2-1 through 1. Garland and Dermott on Campbell. Second period, 3-3. Bunton and Matthews on Halak. Tie it up. Power play for the Leafs. Kill it off. Alright. Definitely don't have many shots. The Leafs are all over us. Matthews gets one on Halak. We still don't have 20 shots on net yet. Come on. Okay, we finally hit 20. But that's all we get. The Leafs just cream us. Outplay us badly. Pearson gets his fifth. Man, oh man. That was a shellacking of being outplayed. As we're only 3 points out of a playoff spot, technically. This division is just so weak and close. It's anyone can still make the playoffs. Pettersson and Miller, 2 goals in the first. Ekman Larson gets one against his former team. Make that 2. And Boyd, the former Canuck, for 20 games or less. Lawson Krause on Halak, trying to tie things up. Power play. I can't do anything with it. And Pearson on corner. Make that 5-3. At least the Canucks escape a late comeback attempt from the Coyotes, but hold on for 2 points. Pushing us further to a playoff bubble position. Man, oh man, that was a scare and a half, people. Coyotes almost come back on us. Got California teams now. Danila Dumovic, probably in 3-4 years, will be a second line sniper for us. Can we wait for him that long is the question. First period versus the Sharks. Huge first period. Miller, Dickinson, Garland, Pearson, and Horvat on. Reimer and Kachanen. 5-1 now. Heading into the third. Can we add on to the lead? Is the question. That we don't want another late game scare. As time is dwindling down, still 5-1. And a nice victory. Oh, hurdle, 2 seconds left from the boards. Catches Demko off guard. Miller, Dickinson, Garland, Pearson, and Horvat with hurdle. 8th and 9th on the year. Back to 500 people. Can we do it? Alright, the Ducks, 11, 19, and 4. And the Kraken, next 2 up. The Ducks. In Rogers Arena, first period. 1-1, Silverberg on Demko. Dermott on Gibson. Dermott starting to score more from the point. Podkolzin on Gibson. Nice to see. Power play. Sonny Milano on Demko from the corner. But Pettersson from center ice on Gibson. 2 bad goals. Power play for Ducks. Can't make anything happen there. Low shots. And we hold on for a 3-2 victory. Demko shuts the door down when we need him. Podkolzin with his 17th. Pettersson with his 12th. I mean, what do you do with the drunken sailor? Alright, 16, 15, and 4. Kraken, 21, 9, and 3. First period. Second meeting of these 2 teams. 0-0. After 1. Second period, 3-1. Pedersen, Miller, and Besser. The Lotto 649 line coming through. Yanni Dor jams one in on Demko. Power play. Can't do anything there. We kill it off. Nicely done. Come on, we need one or two more goals. One or two more. Let the Kraken know they're in Orca territory. Alright. Hold on for a 3-2 victory. Miller. Pedersen. My goodness. Alright. 17, 15, and 4 versus 12, 20, and 4 Ducks again. We're back in a playoff spot, people, just like that. Look at that. And I'm Ducks now. In Orange County, first period, 0-0 through 1. Second period, up 1-0. Get Mertan on Stolars. Stolars, another big frame goalie. Come on, power play. Power play for the Ducks this time. They have a long one there. They can't capitalize. 1-0 shutout victory. And Demko does his thing. Beautifully done. 3 games above 500 now. Garland's leading the team in points. Still 18, 15, and 4 versus 14, 18, and 2. James, they're starting to backslide. We're starting to heat up. First period. 1-0 through 1. Lemieux on Halak. It's his second and Deneau. A couple of the French Canadians on the Kings. Scoring for them. They're up 3-0. Majorly outplaying us. Still don't even have 20 shots on net. We just hit 20 there. The Kings have almost 40. Dustin Brown on Halak. Nick Bertan on Quick from center ice. Avoids the shutout loss. But it's a brutal game versus the Kings there. We'll see you guys next episode as we have 22, 11, and 3 tracking. 18, 16, and 4 Canucks. Both have won one game so far. Each a piece. Pedersen, Miller, Hughes, Horvat, Podkolzin. Besser so far leading the team in points, who we thought it would. Bottom 6. I mean, it's not horrible, but I'd like more out of them. Defense, would like some more scoring out of the defense. Travis Dermott's starting to score more with more ice time. Burrows, not so much. Demko's stats are coming down. He's starting to play better. Love to see it. Halak's getting lit up a little bit more, but Demko is starting to find his groove, and that's a dangerous thing for the rest of the NHL. As we're now sitting 4th in the Pacific Division, Oilers right behind us. We still have given up 123 goals to our 112-4. But man, oh man. I think we could possibly have a shot at playoffs. Who knows? But we'll see you guys in episode 3 next time. We'll figure out what we gotta do. Till then, you guys have yourselves a nice long weekend. Cheers. See you next time. Peace out.